We cannot believe that our wife did this. Yes, that's right. It's Hololive Japan's Momosuzu Nene, who yesterday celebrated her birthday and received this cosplay coming by way of Mao. And yes, as part of her birthday merchandise is also selling underwear, as beautifully captured here from Kumaane. And remember, this could be you if you had bought Nene's underwear merch. But unfortunately for many of us husbands, we have not been able to watch her birthday celebration, as it has been blocked in many countries by Sony Music Entertainment. And then earlier this morning, we received this bad news from the Cover Corporation, offering up an apology and saying we have conducted an internal check of the illustrations created by our talent, Momosuzu Nene, and found that some of the illustrations were traced. We apologize to the parties concerned and have issued a strict warning to the talent in question. We will also strengthen our material checking system. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. And the talent would also respond saying to our fans, all parties concerned, and those who have been caused trouble, we apologize for the concern and inconvenience we have caused you. It is true that when I draw illustrations, I sometimes think of my favorite artists and their works, which is what happened with the content here. I regret that my thinking was naive. I am truly sorry. This Hololive talent would also then go on to stream one of the very ominous and sometimes now more reoccurring videos with only text on screen and audio, as she then went on to apologize to her fans personally. The art in question being traced by the talent was from that of Namori, and we do now have examples on hand of the traced artwork and then original artwork, with certain pieces of this traced artwork also then being used in sold merchandise. Many artists, of course, do trace for their own practice, but to many it is not seen as an ethical way to go about creating artwork that will then be sold. Nene has personally apologized to this artist, and they are still considered friends of one another, as this very artist had actually just yesterday provided artwork for the official birthday merchandise. With the artist accepting the apology, we also just now have Reiny EO15 of Hololive Indonesia, who time and time again has come out against the act of tracing, responding to her fellow Hololive member with, "I'm always ready to talk to you about drawing. I'll be waiting. Good luck." And also another strange but poetic update from Hololive Japan, that being for Inugami Korone, a talent that has had quite an obsession with fingers, aka Yubis, now confirming that she herself has injured one of her own fingers, and seen here receiving a very worried reply from one of her friends, that being Nikamata Akayo, asking her to call her, with Korone responding she will. Equally surprised was fellow Gamers member Okami Mio, with Korone brushing off the concern with a simple, "It happens all the time." Alright, and next up we turn now to the British android Reiny, accidentally tweeting out how to trick the algorithm into thinking I make good content, as she is mistakenly under the assumption that the algorithm cares about good content, and also promising this hand reveal coming soon, being very, very heavily inspired by the cooking VTuber Giri. Also now teasing this, a new 3D costume, and being potentially labeled as a combat suit, coming up on March 6th. We also had this announcement from Reiny's sister Ojiki-chan, that being for a brand new VTuber group, Clive. Yes, that's right, it's Clive, not C Live, we double checked. And Reiny would once again share that the requirements are that you do have to be 20 plus years of age, understanding of Japanese, and also female, and that fully rigged models are included.
Coelacanth VTuber, Sonata, had their live 2D model rigged by Himono, as shown here in this live 2D showcase. A new VTuber group by the handle at V_irgins tweets out a vague colored pictures to garner hype, with so far revealed members being Kadu, a Neko, Bree at Bree Cookie Box, and Kana. Updating their banner for the 3 so far revealed virgins, dog VTuber Buffpup showcases a boneless baby for Snuffy, tweeting out, "I will make all my friends little boneless babies." At Twin Tails reveals a little bit of hip sway of Buffpup's new 2D form. This was followed by Momo at Momo Mischief, who also wanted to dance, while also sharing this "getting ready with me" tweet, saying, "Please be patient, perfection takes time."
Alright, and now it's time to talk about the boys, as we return to the Monkey King Kenji, teasing this 2.0 debut soon, and also saying it's taking everything in my power to not go live with the new new model. I don't know if I can wait 2 weeks. And further along, we have NijiSanji, now celebrating 300,000 subscribers on YouTube for their official English account. As also with NijiSanji Japan, we have Kuzuha, the vampire VTuber who is now celebrating 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube. And yes, you too can own his tracksuit along with other wearable merchandise from the NijiSanji shop, as Kuzuha also graced the cover of this month's VTuber Style magazine. And with NijiSanji English, we have Vox Akuma, the demon from the past, celebrating this past weekend's Noctyx group debut, saying on a serious note, I could not have asked for more talented, hardworking, friendly, and loving kohais. And Fulgur. Yes, the Noctyx group debut was absurdly popular, with all of their goods immediately selling out, and with the Phantom Thief member Albin Knox topping out the viewership with 67,000 viewers. For comparison's sake, just 2 months before, Vox's debut maxed out at 20,000 viewers, meaning in the intervening time of 2 months, NijiSanji English has potentially grown their audience to the power of 3 or even the power of 4. Yes, the numbers are racking up, as we can see here with Noctyx member Uki Violetta. This psychic has racked up 125,000 followers on Twitter, and yet oddly enough on YouTube, often where subscriptions far exceed Twitter followers, this member is only running at a still impressive 72,000 YouTube subscribers. So what happened? Well, it's the same story that we now see for every group of agency VTubers during their debut. As checking now on Social Blade, we can see just before the debut, this member's subscriptions were cut in half, and then by YouTube the next day made flat, and then after debut made flat again. Yes, that's right, 3 hits almost in a row from YouTube. But potentially now the members can make up for lost ground and achieve such heights as Vox, closing in on 400,000 subscribers in record time, as this NijiSanji English member is also almost the most popular super chatted individual on all of YouTube for February, raking in $120,000 in super chats alone. And the boys are receiving plenty of other attention, such as fellow vampire survivors ace Shirakami Fubuki of Hololive Japan, recognizing Shu Yamino here, as here he is again, it's Mr. Rias, Luxiem's detective, now letting us know he has an airbed and will no longer be sleeping on the floor, then receiving some help from his kohai Uki. All while Fifi had offered to use her boobs as a pillow, leaving Mista to ask, "You have boobs?" and Fifi then responding in kind. And the boys have been working very, very hard, as Mista would tweet out, feeling pretty ill, but don't worry, stream must go on. As NijiSanji English's mom, Nina Kosaka, would reply, please take care of yourself, Mista. Only then for fellow Luxiem member Luka Kaneshiro to also tweet out, a little sick today, but I'm glad you still enjoyed the stream today. And once again, receiving more support from his mother. Also coming by way of Petra Gurin, we have the NijiSanji Unofficial height chart, offering up a comparison of the heights of all of the girls, boys, and then the girls and the boys. As you can see on the far right there, we do not know the true measurements for either Millie Parfait or Enna Alouette, leading Enna to reply, tallest Niji Liver confirmed. Petra would also make this particular observation about the girls and the more connected boys. And now to properly follow up with NijiSanji English's Fulgur Ovid, the magnificent bastard cyborg, receiving this comparison from Vshojo's fruit, taking a look at the cyborg's feet, and then saying, wait a second. And if you're wondering where your super chats to this cyborg are going, well, here it is on full display. Yes, only the finest high quality literature here. As Fulgur also tweeted out, we've been out of character for long enough, I can say it. I've been a fan of NijiSanji for years and followed EN since day one, and these last few days have been the most fun I've had in my life, with Luca replying, good to have you stand next to us. Reimu Indo saying, I love you. WhaleTuber Bao responding, it's your well-deserved happiness arc. RPR throwing in a we like happy Fu-chan. Petra also tossing in a Fu-chan. Rosami Lovelock responding with, I feel you on this. Sometimes it's so unbelievable and then it just hits me and I feel so emotional about it, but you're part of this now too, and you'll make NijiSanji history. As Ike Evelyn would reply to his kohai saying, I know the feeling exactly. So glad to have you here here, man. Here's to many more wonderful experiences in the future. That being Luxiem's virtual novelist, who tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, will be joining ironmouse on Speak of the Devil, with ironmouse saying, "I can't wait to sit down and talk about fun things. Maybe he can teach me how to metal scream." Streams Charts also had released this, the most watched female Twitch streamers of February. And as you can see here, ironmouse came out way on top for the month of February, as Vshojo has just announced a special event week, saying starting Friday, various members of Vshojo will be streaming to raise money for Project Hope, providing essential medicines to assist Ukrainians. Lastly, today we take a look at Uwu Market, giving us the final day of collab announcements for VTuber merchandise, with those VTubers including Fumiko, Lena Lazar, and many others for the April merchandise drop. And yes, that also including both yours truly and our co-host, Lady. And that is all for this episode. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Join our Discord for other VTuber news. We record live on Twitch, and we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.